Chris.
Ben!
It's a Minisode.
It is a Minisode.
Good times. I don't know why I shrieked.
You have like these funny sounds that you do on Minisodes.
I do,
like,
yeah.
You like have applause. You're just like, yeah. This is a Minisode. And it's just a lot of fun. So, I think I like doing Minisodes because there's not as much research to be done.
Yeah, we just have fun.
We can just talk.
This is Ben. I'm the resident sound effects provider and funny voices doer.
And this is Chris, who I guess I play the straight man on the duo.
Do you want to do one of your questions?
I'm all excited about your question
All right.
because you said you had something for me that you want to catch my reaction.
I do want to get your
air.
reaction to this.
So here we go.
So from time to time on the Pop Story and Minisodes, we talk about things that we would recommend.
Yeah.
That are things that we've been reading or listening to or watching. Just in general, something interesting that we've encountered that we want to recommend to our listeners and to each other.
Yeah.
And this time I found something that I think will be very interesting for us because it's a crossover between two major franchises, and both of these franchises are of interest to us because we've talked about them some on the podcast in the past. I'm just drawing out the suspense.
The suspense,
as long
the
as
tension
I can.
is killing me here.
So it's actually a comic, a miniseries comic called Kong on the Planet of the Apes.
Kong?
Kong.
On the Planet of the Apes.
On the Planet of the Apes.
As in King Kong?
As in King Kong, the man himself.
As in Planet of the Apes?
As in Planet of the Apes.
Like, get your hands off me, you dirty apes?
That's the
Planet
one.
of the Apes?
That's the crossover that we're talking about today, Chris.
That makes me happy.
I saw it, and I went, I have to read this now.
I don't know why, but that makes me so happy.
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
Oh, wow. I just couldn't believe, A, that somebody, like, thought to put those two together.
And B, why didn't they think of that sooner?
It's such a perfect combo. It's like those, it's like peanut butter and chocolate.
It really is.
It's like...
I don't know. And is it? I'm guessing it's like a web comic, or is this a
No. So
publication?
I'm trying to pull up the info for it.
Why does that make me so happy? I don't know.
There's something about it that is just perfect.
And you just immediately trying to think of how a storyline like that would develop, and you just kind of imagine the apes of the Planet of the Apes are just like, what would happen if we had like a giant.
Yeah, a giant version of the apes. And
Yeah.
Kong is not depicted as intelligent the way that the apes are.
In the comic?
Well, no, in Kong, the Kong franchise. Like, he's smart.
He's very smart.
But he's never shown, like, talking or...
Right, that's true. That is true. I was going to say, I think he's
up here.
shown it more intelligent in the original 33 King Kong than he is in any other version of it. But... yeah, you're right. He doesn't have like talking or anything like that.
Hold on, I should have pulled this up beforehand.
Well, I did like push it.
Edit out all the silence.
Well, you could do like sound effects or something.
That's fair.
I don't think you can do that. I think that's probably copyright.
Oh my goodness!
Although your rendition of it might
not be recognizable.
It might get us by.
Why can't I pull up this comic?
Maybe it was just something you dreamt up.
No, it's definitely not.
This was something that you just
wanted
so much that it just appeared to you.
It appeared to me in a vision. So I found this comic through Hoopla, which I don't know if we've talked about it on the podcast, but
I think you mentioned it to me before.
Hoopla is an app that you can get on your smartphone or smart device, and you can download free content using your public library card.
But your public library does have to be connected to it.
Yes. So if your public library offers it, you can use the service.
Right.
It's a great service if you
there are other services that
if your library has it.
There are rival services, I guess, for different public. But Hoopla, I've heard a lot of people talk about.
Yeah. So Kong on the Planet of the Apes, published by Dynamite Comics a couple years ago. I think they wrapped it up in 2017.
Okay.
So it's a very new thing. It's set right after the tail end of the first Planet of the Apes movie, the original movie.
Okay, so it is like that universe is not like the remake universe.
Yes, it's not the remake universe. It's the classic, old school Planet of the Apes.
Get your dirty hands off me.
Which is great.
Okay.
There's a lot of references to dialogue from the classic Apes movies. So if you're fans of those super cheesy 70s Planet of the Apes movies, you're going to love it. Basically, Zira, Cornelius, and Zaius go on an expedition to a far-off island after they find a dead Kong on the shore, washes up on shore.
Oh, wow.
So it turns out to be a female, so they go to see if there's a male out there. They find it, and I haven't finished it yet, so I don't know how it ends. So I can't spoil the ending.
Okay.
There's, I think, 6 issues.
Do they have it?
And it's all available either individually or in a collection.
They do have a collection.
They do have a collection.
I might have to find that on Amazon and ask for it for Christmas.
I think it's on Comixology, if you have that.
I did, but I lost all my information, and it's kind of hard to do.
It's Boom Studios. Excuse me.
Not Dynamite?
Not Dynamite.
Okay. Sorry. Didn't mean to give you false information.
It's a miniseries written by Ryan Ferrier, art by Carlos Magno, the covers by Mike Huddleston. Yeah, and it's pretty much everything that you could ever want in a Kong Planet of the Apes crossover.
All right. That was good. Thank you, Ben, for sharing that with me.
So yeah, definitely recommend you check that out.
That has made my day.
As soon as you possibly can.
Gotta find that now.
It's the sheer delight of it. Here's a sample image. That's one of the covers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the
that's
artwork.
That's not the artwork for the actual series.
No, that's the cover.
That's the cover work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it just there's so much stuff like that. That's just like, oh, I never would have thought about it, but there it is, and it's good fun.
That is fun.
And also exploring the idea of Kong as like in an intelligent society of apes. It's just really interesting. I'm
not usually up on like crossovers. I don't know. There's just something about
that particular one.
But that particular one makes me happy. I would totally read that.
It's fun, but also has interesting ideas too. So
yeah,
there you go.
Thank you, Ben.
Yes, thank you, Chris. Be sure to subscribe and listen to us, and tweet to us. Message us on Instagram.
Especially if you have already read this.
Yeah, tell us what you think.
Give us a
Kong on the Planet of the Apes.
Don't give any spoilers. That's my job. But give us your reviews of it.
Thank you very much. We'll talk to you next time.